Welcome back, everyone. Hello, I am Amber J. Lawson, the CEO and founder of Good Amplified, and I am your host for today, and our next session is really exciting. So has everybody been following the discussion online at hashtag MIPTV, hashtag MDF? Yes? No. All right, well then follow along. Our next presenter is really exciting. They're engaging audiences with passion. They're the first French digital publishers worldwide. And they've had, maybe you've heard, they've had lots of acquisitions. We are excited to hear about their slate of content and their talent. So please put your hands together for sports commentator Robbie Knock.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Afternoon, even. Well, it's great to be here in Cannes. Obviously, we know all about the festival, the Cinéma de Cannes, that takes place in this very auditorium. It's the epicenter of the action, of course, and the MIP is the star this week. The MIP showcases the stars of the future. Today, I'm really thrilled to fling open the doors to Webedia. Now, if we have a look at the first slide, the statistics, well, they don't lie. Webedia is the #1 digital French media group in the world, numéro un. And I think that we can see that the figures are quite outstanding. It's offices in more than 10 countries. Webedia now has 50 websites and applications with more than 90 million unique visitors across the globe, predominantly focusing on movies, gaming, food, style and glamour, and of course travel. The group has developed a large activity of brand publishing too, and to help brands grow digital audiences on specific territories. So we can actually see that it very much is a global company, and it's growing non-stop. Now, the group was originally built on a strong knowledge of SEOs and, well, the content to create powerful websites. Now, with organic audiences, along the years, it's really adapted to mobile and social revolutions over time, developing passionate communities which has been underlined by the company around major media brands, more than 60 million fans around the world. The company now also focuses on rising talent from video platforms through their Webedia Productions activities, with a strong conviction that online talents are now really very much media on their own. And we're currently talking about 1 billion views each month. So it's the perfect time for me to, well, introduce to you some of our rising talent from our talent agencies, such as the Allyance Network in Germany, digital stars from Brazil, and of course, we're talking about Mixicom in France. Mixicom, Webedia's French talent agency, which now boasts 30 million subscribers and 300 million views. So let's start with our first talent, who's gained plenty of success over the past 3 years. She's the #1 YouTube girl in France. Her name is Andy. And as you can see from this, this film, this short clip that we have, you can understand exactly why she's created quite a buzz.
Je suis amoureuse. Libéré, délivré. Donc le mec se bat quoi. Je veux mais c'est pas dur là.
Cette pétasse a plus de followers que moi.
Non mais je m'en fous.
C'est dingue parce que la jalousie ça peut rendre méchant.
Connard, 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 connard.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Andy.
Hi everybody.
Hello there. Please take a seat. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Wonderful. Thank you very much. We're going to pick your brains with a few questions.
Okay.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to understand that 2.4 million subscribers is just quite remarkable. We'll put it into perspective. That really is the that's the equivalent of the entire population of Slovenia. Locally speaking, 200,000 people more than the entire population of the Ville de Paris. I mean, that's quite a remarkable statistic in itself. Now, can you just tell us how it all began?
How it started, it was 3 years ago, and I just wanted to have fun with my iPhone in my room. So I started doing little videos, and I realized there were not a lot of girls doing stuff on YouTube. So I wondered why in France there were no girls. So I just tried to do my little funny sketches, and it worked. It went really fast. So now we're more than 2 million people on my channel, so I'm really happy.
That's been 3 years now, is that correct?
Yeah.
Right. And now, it would obviously be quite time-consuming trying to contact and communicate with all of your fans, of course. I mean, you know, that's a large population, let's say that. But do you have a strong contact, interactive contact with your fans?
Yeah. No, at first it was really easy to reply to them and comment, but right now, yeah, with 2 million people, it's quite hard. So I try to talk to them on social media. I read all the comments, all of them. Sometimes I reply. I try to like their pictures on Instagram when they tag me and favorite their tweets. And I really try.
It's really important.
Get
your mum involved, maybe.
Sorry?
Get your mother involved.
Yeah, well, she's a creepy. She's really creepy. She's total stalker, so
Maybe not.
she comments on everything.
Now, a recent survey published by Omnicom, media group in France, shows that the French audience is expecting you to make your debut on TV, most likely a series. Now, un petit oiseau told me, little bird, that possibly you've got a connection and you're working on a series at the moment. Is that right?
Yeah, we're working on a sitcom with Webedia and Mixicom because I've always been a huge fan of series and sitcoms. So I want to be a part of one. I wanted to create one. So we thought of a story of a girl who wants to be like, I mean, all the girls right now, she wants to be famous by doing nothing, which is quite a trend, actually. So she's super rich and she's gonna try to be famous every day. It will always fail, always say. So that's the story, and we will launch the first episode on my channel. So all the audience who will like it, we will transfer it on TV after. So it's quite, we will tease it on my channel, and then we will launch it on TV after, so all my audience will follow on TV, hopefully.
That solves the problems of, trying to explain to your fan base already, how to follow you working on a different project. How challenging do you think it will be working with new actors and with directors, etc.?
I think it will be really interesting because on YouTube I'm used to do everything by myself, everything, and when I have help by other people, it's always YouTubers. So it would be really cool to work with real actors and real directors, and I can just focus on my stuff and not everything. I will always supervise a little bit. I will still be part of the writing because I want my community to still recognize me, recognize my style. So I will be part of it, but it will be really interesting, and I think I will learn a lot from these professionals after.
And your future aspirations, obviously that's a big project, but do you have bigger goals?
No, I would just continue to have fun on YouTube first because that's where I come from, so that's where I'm gonna stay, obviously. And yeah, the sitcom is quite a big project right now, so I'm focusing on it, and I don't know, I'm just going on and having fun and doing my stuff. That's it.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, and we're very proud of you. Thanks very much, Andy.
Thanks.
I think we can give her a round of applause for what she represents. Incredible. Now, the Webedia is global, and the family is most definitely growing in size. So let's now, we'll turn our attention to South America, where we plunge into the world of the newly acquired talent agency, Digital Stars in Brazil. Now, the talent managed by Digital Stars, they've got 58 million subscribers, 300 million views per month. And there's a channel called Coisa de Nerd, which is translated as Nerd Stuff. It's been invented by Neo and Leon from Rio. They're a real-life couple, married in fact, and they have unrivaled synergy, as you'll see from this clip we're going to show you right now.
Vem! Chuta ele no abismo. Ai, Leon. O que você fez, Leon?
Aí, ó, é isso, esse é o problema. Aí, ó.
A poeira que ele levanta no chão te tira a vida.
E isso é um dele me mata. É um dele. E eu tô morto. Não, eu tava vivo. Eu tinha isso de vida.
O cara deve falar, não, lá vem ele de novo.
Ah, Nilce, para de me ofender, Nilce.
Você já viu aqueles drones que fazem imagem aérea? Aqueles quadricópteros que podem chegar a, sei lá, milhares de dólares? Eu vou tentar fazer algo do tipo por menos de 200 dólares.
Esse daqui é nosso plano de batalha. Primeira coisa, um drone barato. E a gente quer o treco em Full HD. Então, para isso que nós temos aqui, a câmera. Au! Eu acho que nós temos um drone. Vai ser impressionante se esse drone levantar voo.
Tá ventando pra caramba. Vai lá, dona Nilce.
A hora do show.
Ai. O que você tá tentando?
Aconteceu um acidente. Não sei se você notou.
Eu coloco outra catapulta e outra.
Põe umas vaquinhas aí, aproveita, bota.
A Nilce pode colocar vaca em tudo que é lugar. Tamo aqui, você tá feliz? Ó, um monte de vaca, ó. Um monte de vaca.
Tô muito feliz.
Hoje, não, cara. Não. Desculpa, Brasil, por isso. Durma com essa. Meus pêsames.
Muito feliz.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Neo and Leon. I can't believe you guys are vlogging.
We are vlogging
constantly
this thing.
vlogging these guys. It's incredible. Well, benvenuto in Cannes. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
It's great to see you. Now, of course, the first question is, who plays which role when you're actually shooting, when you're filming?
Actually, we have two channels. This is the main channel, the Coisa de Nerd, in which we do things about technology, about gaming. That channel, I'm the one responsible for. I'm the one who edits, who chooses the things we are going to talk about. And in that channel, I'm usually the serious guy, and she's the one making fun of me. But we also have a vlog channel, which is called Cadê a Chave, in which she is the main responsible for it. And in that one, I just do stupid stuff, and she's the serious one. Yeah.
So she wears the trousers a little bit more than you.
Yeah, we could say that.
Careful.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we know that you when you start filming your stuff. All of us, when we actually watch what you're doing, we're trying to interpret exactly sort of where it's going and what kind of acting, or if it's acting. I mean, do you go freestyle, or is it all clinically and meticulously calculated?
We planned some stuff beforehand, and there are some things that we shoot again. But we try to improvise most of it, because we need to get the real reaction. You cannot fake a good reaction, and it's your reaction that makes people relate with the stuff you're doing. Because when you are surprised and they are surprised as well, they kind of relate to what is happening on the screen. And we need to capture that real feeling. So we do most of the stuff we do without any planning. And then we do the real planning, which is like the final product we do through editing. It's on editing that we remove the stuff we don't want, and it's where we get the timing that we need to make a scene look good.
So you have to take out some of the stuff that maybe can't be
yeah, because when we're recording the video, we try to do things without the filters that we use in real life to interact with real people. We just give our raw emotions, our raw impressions of everything. And it's on editing that we make things make sense, and it's on editing that we remove the things that might look bad.
So it's very, very funny and powerful stuff. You also have a vlog, and do people watch your videos for you as a couple, or actually for your gameplays?
I think it's for us. I think personality is the thing that counts the most. We can, when we do a gameplay, we can pick any game and we get basically the same amount of views regardless of the game we play. So I think video games are more of a channel to communicate with people, but the message, the things that people are really interested in, comes through the personality of the ones who are doing it.
So are you really good gamers? Yeah.
We suck at it completely.
Right.
No. Don't get our expectations high. We are not.
Okay, all right. Now, you're obviously a massive hit in Brazil. How about the Portuguese-speaking community outside of Brazil? Portugal, do you have lots of fans over there?
Yeah, we get a lot of. Actually, we have a funny story. We went on June this year to the launch ceremony for Heroes of the Storm, a game by Blizzard. It was in London, and we told people beforehand that we would be there. And we had a couple from Portugal who are fans of us. They flew all the way to England just to beat us for 5 minutes.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we gave them more attention than we would normally give to someone that would just stop us on the street, because they went through all this trouble. But yeah, they went there for 5 minutes with us. So we have audience in Portugal, a lot of people in the US, Brazilian migrants, a lot of people in Japan, because the biggest Japanese colony, the biggest Japanese population outside of Japan is in Brazil, and there are a lot of returnees from Japanese families in Brazil that went back to Japan, Mozambique, Angola, other Portuguese-speaking countries.
That's very impressive indeed. What other projects have you got in the pipeline at the moment?
One thing that we notice is that for Portuguese-speaking audience, there are a very deep lack of content related to science and technology. So our next venture will be to create a channel about science, in which we're going to create content about science in Portuguese. And we have already a book deal for that channel. Actually, we've been postponed this channel forever. It was supposed to start in February, but now that we have the deal for the book, which is with Editora Planeta, which is the biggest one for Latin America, Spain, and Portugal, we have to do it. So it's going to start. We have a hard date now. I'm sorry. It's going to start on April 17th, and it's going to be about science and general knowledge about science, something that people in Portuguese-speaking countries are really in lack of.
And you've got quite a big age group who follow what you do as well, I believe.
Yeah, actually, our main age group is between 24 and 35. But recently we were elected, I don't know the English for that. We were pointed out as the most influential online personality among teenagers as well, which is not even our main group, our main age group. So it wasn't a research done by Google and other institutes there in Brazil. So it's quite surprising. It's a very, very large audience, something that we've never been expecting. Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about your ambitions in the future, but I think that you've got quite a lot already to accomplish just in the near future. Are you thinking about doing TV series like Andy, or?
Yeah, actually we've been in conversations. It's quite advanced. We have a format already. But the thing is, I don't know how much we can talk about it. That's something I learned, that in TV you have a lot of secrecy. On the internet, I can just come out and say, okay, we are creating a new channel about science. We are going to publish a book about it. But in TV, you cannot say anything. But yes, we do have a format. We are in kind of advanced talks about what we are going to do. But that is something.
But you're not going to tell us any more about that? Oh, no,
it's something about
Neo.
going to cool places, but I cannot tell more about it. Yeah, but it's quite interesting, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, listen, thanks very much. My Portuguese isn't particularly good, but I don't think that we need great linguistic skills to understand that you guys are having a lot of fun doing what you do. So, muito obrigado. Thanks very much. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Coisa de nerd. Well, we've now taken you from France over to Brazil. Let's now come back to the old continent, across the pond, and to Germany. Allyance Network is an MCN with 18 million subscribers, more than 200 million views per month, and it's got a rich pool of talent. One of them is Pete Schmidt. Now, they're a 5-strong group of chaps who I personally find very, very funny. All got different characters. This short extract of their shenanigans just basically underlines what kind of tomfoolery they get up to. So let's have a look at the clip.
Peter, Dennis, Chris, Jay and Seb were able to change their hobby video gaming into a profession thanks to their always growing community. In the last 5 years they have started several YouTube channels, created a #1 gaming podcast out of nowhere and did several streaming events on Twitch. Thereby they were even able to take a certain influence on the gaming industry in Germany.
Auch wenn wir extrem viel Quatsch da auf diesem YouTube-Ding machen, wir lieben die Videospielbranche.
Authenticity means everything to them. With their product placements, Pizmeet wants to entertain their audience as well as push their channels. That means no standard commercials and no surreptitious advertising.
Who are you? I'll say.
And when there is no hot stuff to advertise, Pizmeet also uses the huge audience reach for a charity stream. And now, esports comes into their focus.
The tank sees one up, but there's a flash from impact. He does get first. And flushes now in this corner, but they're not checking in. And
Russia waits, he gets the one, he goes for the spray. I believe that's it. I believe it's the blade. Oh, that's it!
It is it!
Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Stachelhaus and Brem joined us on stage because we're running out of time.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Hi. We're good, yeah.
How did you guys get together? You're normally 5, of course, but there's only 2 of you here today. Are you childhood friends?
Yeah, in fact, we know us more than 22 years. Kind of us.
No, I'm
met
not.
in studio.
I'm not. I just came, I met Peter at the university.
So you're an imposter?
Yeah.
He's a traitor every time, in every video.
No.
Of course not. Now, tell me about the fans. What kind of age group? Who follows what you do?
Mom. Hi. That's biggest fan. It's my mom. Yeah, age group is about 15 to 24. We are on YouTube since 5 years, and our fans grew older. Most are between 15 and 22, and they're all gamers.
And do you have contact with them? How interactive are you with them?
Yeah, of course we have contact with them. We read a lot of comments, of course, the normal social media way about Twitter, Facebook, and so on. And we get a lot of feedback, and we have a very tough community with strong words. If we make little mistake or sidestep, they think it's not so good. So we know every time if we make something
and
wrong.
Gamescom. Gamescom.
Yeah, of course, and Gamescom in Germany,
Gamescom
in
is
Cologne.
very important for fans.
What about, how do you cover the esports events?
We just started. We just started a website with Online Welten, with Webedia actually, and we're going to the esport news, casting, and maybe we will have our own esport team.
That's very interesting.
But not us.
Exciting.
We won't play. We are not good.
Oh, not yet.
No.
You're not good. I mean, we've seen the videos. You look really good.
Yeah, we're not good.
No? Okay. No. All right. What are the projects you're working on at the moment, besides obviously with YouTube?
Yeah, one of the greatest projects is our esports project at the moment. We have a tour, and we make something analog. We can't tell at the moment.
The tour just in Germany.
Yeah, but the tour is just in Germany, of course, at the moment, because nobody knows us in France.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's,
yeah,
we
are still working
just the
on
start.
it. Yeah, but it's a great project, and then Gamescom, of course, we will make it the second edition of the charity stream, and want to earn more than 100,000 euros again, of course, and we will check.
TV series?
No.
No. It's not your domain.
No.
Stay away from it.
Gaming in TV is a tough thing in Germany.
Right.
And well, we are more online dudes.
Online dudes, I like that. Okay, well, Brem, Christian, Peach Smith, thanks very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Thanks for turning up today. It's wonderful. Well, I think that we were going to ask a few questions at the end, but because we're running out of time, I think we're just going to conclude here. I think we can now understand exactly what Webedia is all about, with an abundance of talent, just like all of these friends who have turned up today. Thanks very much, guys. All involved in various projects, various fields, various languages all around the world. And I think that we find ourselves in a position where Webedia's rising talent are all working on exciting projects. It's just the cusp of greater things. Webedia is committed to promoting them, but also to creating new opportunities. It's also a fast-growing company with big ideas, but also a production company with a broad spectrum that covers a vast range of platforms. Webedia has new and exciting projects in the pipeline, not only on digital screens, but also working on live stage television and, of course, film. Thank you so much for coming here today, for assisting for our little keynote. It's been an absolute pleasure. Webedia is all about diversity, creativity, fidelity, success, but above all, passion. So please be passionate with us. Thank you very much.